What is going on, guys? So I thought I'd do this quick trade recap for you guys. So here's my day. I made $4,290 on some funded accounts. As you can see here, it says Project X, and I'll just run you through each of the trades I took and why. So on the day here, you can see I took 3 trades, 2 winners, 1 loser. This loser, though, was pretty much break even. But I'll start off with the first trade that I took here. So obviously here you can see the entry and exit. And the reasoning behind this was this SMT and then obviously this obvious sort of low here that I thought we would take out. So this is more kind of a scalp, but we had this 2-minute inversion here, which I will go ahead and jump on the charts and break down. So coming over to TradingView, I was coming into the day and I was looking at this and I saw that we had left behind Asia and London lows down here. So these were kind of targets, and then we had like this 15-minute gap here to target, this 15-minute gap here to target, and then we also have new week opening gap. So I was, cautiously bearish considering how bullish we've been. But we swept out all-time highs on NQ, and we also swept out all-time highs on ES. And you can actually see, those of you that were in the pre-market, you can see this is kind of what I drew out today of what I thought would happen. And that did obviously end up happening, right? But coming into this, I was looking basically for shorts mostly on the day. Was open to longs if something A+ presented, but obviously it was mostly shorts, and we're inside this 5-minute order block. Now, when I was on the lower time frame, I noticed this SMT get put in here, right? That was also inside this kind of 1-minute, 2-minute order block here. And then we also had this 2-minute inversion, which is what I ended up entering from. And then my targets was like this. So I sold here, put my stop loss above here. And then I was actually going for this low down here. So like a 3.6R. Just looking for nothing crazy because today we didn't have any red folder news, right? So I was actually expecting this bigger move that happened to end up kind of rolling over into PM session maybe tomorrow, but obviously did end up happening quite early. So then we obviously get this 2-minute inversion. Price ends up playing out, and I kind of notice here that we're starting to respect after taking this low. So I ended up closing around this point here for like a 1.6R trade. So as you can see here, there was my entry after the 2-minute, and then there was my exit just after kind of that low, and we start to come back. Right, so that was the first trade. Pretty good stuff. And then kind of based off the same logic, oh no, actually I ended up swapping my bias, and to be honest, this was kind of a horrible trade. But going into it, I was just looking to get a scalp here. I thought that we might resweep these highs up here. So I thought that we might do a resweep here, which to be honest, looking back was pretty stupid. But we had this 3-minute inversion right here. And the reasoning was we had an SMT right here, and then we had this 3-minute inversion right here. So I kind of got in based off that. And then what ended up happening is as this high got taken out right here, because I wasn't really like super confident in this trade, ended up just going break even and getting taken out break even there. So not too much to obviously say on that one. Just if I come and obviously show it you on the charts. So yeah, here was the SMT. Right, so we had this SMT, and this SMT was kind of the only thing that got me into this. And then here's our 3-minute version. Right, and then my entry was around here. My stop loss was around there, and then I was just kind of targeting here and potentially like all-time highs. And as you can kind of see, price comes up, take out this first initial high, I go break even, and then we kind of do get up there, but we end up coming back and stopping myself at break even. So that was that trade. And then coming into the final trade, this is where I made the majority of my money. Is I actually ended up taking a 3-minute inversion here with a couple different entries. So this was my 3-minute here, and then there was a teeny tiny SMT right here, which I imagine not many people saw. So then I obviously ended up shorting here, getting in there after that candle close, stop loss above that little order block. And then this down here was my target, right? So I was looking for price trade down to there. And as you can see, I sold there. I took some off here and then kind of had like a re-entry around here as well based on a 30-second inversion. I can't show you that because it's not letting me, but and then I was just literally targeting this low, and I was kind of happy with the 2.5R that I had there. But obviously, as I say, like you could have targeted all the way down at Asia London lows and this new week opening gap, which has now been hit. So am I kicking myself about not holding a runner to that? You know, I could have had a 16-hour trade there. Yeah, but it is one of them. And just to kind of show you like the breakdown as it happens here. So on trading view here, I'll just go ahead and clear this chart. All right, we have this teeny tiny SMT here. And if I just go on here, you can see it here. Like it's very, very small, but it is there. And then we had this 3-minute inversion right here. So as this candle closed, essentially got in there, stop loss above that order block. And then this was my TP. And then, yeah, rode that down. And then obviously, as I say, like you could have, normally I would have extended. But just because we had no news today, I was expecting this larger move more so to happen tomorrow, as I said. But obviously, you could have gone Asia lows for a 7-hour, and then you could have actually gone to fill the new week opening gap down here for basically a 16-hour trade. So, yeah, left a lot of money on the table there, but it's fine. Obviously, I still got my win today. We did then absolutely melt down to the full take profit, and this is kind of where we are now. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Obviously, please do share your recaps below as well.